Two-stepping that shit up, don't think it's coming down. Should I prefer a top scores or put a lummy down? Might be really wanna hate, bring 100 out. Bitches still free to babysit, they touching down.
What's going on, everybody? Sacramento Gang Archives here, and today we're here to talk about South Sac, Iraq's very own Lil Rome, aka Rome Gon Go, from the Ape Gang. Now, even so, right now, the Ape Gang and Rome kind of sort of made a name for themselves as far as the music and in the streets. But before all that shit, I was getting a lot of requests to do a video and archive on Ape Gang Rome. And still to this day, I cannot figure out why the demand was so high back then. Now I can understand it, but maybe you guys knew something I didn't.
So now I'm on the road, and I got my pole, but they won't let me go. So now I got my pole, and I'm on the road, but they won't let me go. Hey, babe, I'm in the field, should be getting real, so don't you tell me no. Ask me if I smoke dope, and I told him no. Walked into the courthouse, he smell it on me though. Now the feds on my ass, and they coming for me though. I shot the ground and made them line dance like a rodeo. I found a Juliet back then, but found out I ain't Romeo. I seen them flexing on Instagram, but we know that's Brody Paul. So now you sliding with guns and feel like that you a man. But when we slide you around, cause bro, them out minivan. I need a son on this journey, I need me a mini man. And I'll be out chasing dough every day, I got many plans. Like a fire drill, niggas better stop dropping rolls. Ghost guns get created, these niggas be making poles. If no bullets in your gun, just hit him and break his nose. Had no money, I don't get it, but still you took his clothes. Outside, boy, you better keep a heater. And I'ma knock it out the park when I hit Derek Jeter. And baby, yes, I'm a flirt, but I ain't never been a cheater.
Now, Lil Rome is 100% from South Sac, Iraq. What part? Meadowview, G Parkway, Valley High, Florin, I don't know. But definitely from South Sac, Iraq. Now, everyone knows that he is from Ape Gang, but Ape Gang is a subset that's turning into its own shit. He is from Gas Gutta. Not stars, but gas. But interesting enough, I want to say the majority of the Ape Gang members are baby star members, you know, baby 30s. But Rome is from gas, and he likes to be and hang with Stink. And Stink is a top tier coon, fucking top hat wig from gas. Now, I think a lot of you guys are asking, or was asking, about a video from Rome, because he came out the fucking blue and hit the ground running. But it's a real good reason why he came out the cuts like he did, you know. Rome is very different from the majority of these rapper YNs and YNs in general. When you first see them, you see them in pictures and hanging with older members. But Rome came into the fucking scene with a body. That's the difference between the majority of people in general, you know? By the time we seen Rome on fucking 4K rapping and all this shit, he already had a fucking body. Now, as far as backgrounds and extensive history, it's not much I can dig up on Mr. Rome Gon Go. Besides the fact that he went to Burbank High and he played football for Burbank. Now, was he any good or was he trash? I have no idea. But you can look up his name and find this huddle page. He has a whole bunch of highlights that you can go through and watch for yourself. Now, Mr. Rome Gon Go is around 19 years old. Should be turning 20 soon. And I have no idea what, when, why he made the transition from this to this right here. And this shit right here just fucking blows me. Now, him playing football is a good sign that whoever raised him actually cares about him somewhat, you know, because that is an extracurricular activity. I honestly don't understand why a lot of you guys grow up playing sports and living a good little life and having the perfect blueprint for you to be successful, you know, and thrive. And then you choose gangbanging. What the fuck? Rome and pretty much the entire Ape Gang all rob and steal. I don't think they are pimps. I don't think that they are fucking any kind of hustlers to the degree, you know. I think that all of them all rob and steal because that's all they ever go to jail for is guns and robberies. Bust Down just did about 2 or 3 years for robbery. Ape Gang Millie and Ape Gang 13 and another member, I don't even know if he's from Apes, but they all are on bail right now for another robbery, goddammit. So besides shooting at their ops and shooting music videos, I think that's the only thing that they fucking do. And mind you, I bring that up because their daddies, Stink, Demo, and 13, that whole older gas generation, they all got a lot of money. And it's rumored that they used to hang with Stink Team, you know? They all had their little branches. Some did weed leaks, some pimped, some did jewelry heists, you know? They all had their little fucking hustles, and they came together in one circle and lived pretty good. these YNs are young as fuck and broke as shit and hella bad. Now, it is no coincidence that Rome's black ass is sitting in San Joaquin County Jail for the same fucking charges that they all always go to fucking jail for, and that's robbery. And right now he's fighting 20 whole ass years in a goulash gang for just a simple robbery, guys. Fuck. It's kind of hard to stay on subject and not get off track and turn this fucking video into a ape gang or a North versus South video. So I'm trying to stay on track, as far as Rome and his gangsta resume, coonified resume. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, when we first seen Rome, he already had a body. And he's not with none of that goddamn antic bullshit. He never smiles, and whenever you see him, he's just in the videos or he's in the pictures, just chilling, throwing up his gang signs. I don't think he's with that little CJ bullshit. Why? Because he already is fucking doing what everyone else is trying to do, and that's catch a fucking body. Now, when the streets talk, and they say certain stuff a certain way, you know full fucking well that shit's true. So I am almost certain that he has one body for sure, but he's also rumored to have another body and another high-profile attempted murder. Fuck.
Violence in Sacramento County impacting families of those hurt and killed. At least 3 people were killed over the past 3 days in Sacramento and Elk Grove. This all comes after 18 people were shot in a gang-related mass shooting in downtown Sacramento last Sunday. 6 of those people died. And one of the people killed on Saturday was Jalen Tolbert.
His family shared photos of the 18-year-old. Elk Grove police say he was at a party when he was shot. We spoke with his mother tonight.
He was just so loving, so caring. Never had a problem with him, ever. In school, he was such a good boy.
KCRA 3's Brittany Hope is live for us at the Elk Grove Police Station. Brittany, we know that this party was going on at a house. It was being rented out as an Airbnb. What else have you learned?
So we did reach out to Airbnb, and they say they're cooperating with Elk Grove police during their investigation. We know the company said they've removed that property from their rental list, and the person who rented it has also been removed from the platform. But tonight, the family who tells us it was their son who was shot and killed, they say they want answers, and they are claiming there was no adult supervision at this party. The message a parent never wants to wake up to.
That's when I get the call about 2:15 from his auntie. She calls, she says, something happened to Jalen. It's not good.
Janine Edwards drove to a home in Elk Grove where her son was hanging out with his friends.
And it's just a line of cars, and there's police, and it's blocked off, and I get there and I'm running.
Police told her her son, Jalen Tolbert, was gone.
Supposedly, they were at the graduation party. Some guys came in with a ski mask, hit one of the guys over the head. They answered the door. Jalen got up, tried to help his friend, and they got in a tussle, and he got shot.
His mother told KCRA 3 he died in his friend's arms.
He meant everything to me. He was just so funny, just so courageous.
Lil Rome is kind of like an industry plant. In 2000, April of 2022, the same year that he started rapping and, came out the fucking blue, it was a party in Elk Grove where a teen boy got shot and killed. Now, that teen boy was from Meadowview, and his family is actually quite famous, the Tolberts. Something ensued when the 8 gang members came to the party to start some bullshit. Once the bullshit started, Jalen and Rome somehow started fighting and tussling, and word on the street is that Jalen was getting the best of Rome. Either that, or he was just simply beating the fuck out of him. And that's when Rome pulled out his soul-snatching apparatus and turned J Steez into a pack. And he obviously got away with that shit, but everybody fucking knows that he did that. Everybody. And quite interestingly enough, the Meadowview members still hang and kick it and do songs with Rome, even though he killed one of their own. And they know this shit. In the Mexican world, in my opinion, the highest rank you can get is damn near prison. And being a big homie, a big homeboy in prison. It's not even a fact of catching a body to get to prison, It's the fact of just being in prison, I don't even know if that fucking makes sense because it doesn't, but that's how they live. But in the black coon community, not the Mexican coons, the black coons, the highest degree, you graduate from being a fucking little ass coon to a gangster once you actually catch a body. When people catch a body, you see them more and more and more and fucking more. And I guarantee, if Rome hadn't killed Jay Steez, we would not be seeing him like how we do. He would be a regular-ass Ape gang member. Fine. Sacramento will never, ever be Chicago. It will go in the direction of Chicago, but it will stop before it ever gets that bad because of one reason. The reason why someone can walk around with 10 bodies in fucking Chicago and not in Sac is because it's so many people to kill. It's so many people, and it's so many gang members, and it's just so much going on, guys. It's nowhere near as active as far as like active gang members in Sacramento versus Chicago, and even places like LA. Sac isn't even big enough to even meet those numbers. And yes, it's certain people in the killer community, like Surge, walking around with 10, 13 bodies. But that's very far in between, guys. That's not one person in every goddamn group, in every gang, walking around with 5, 10 bodies. That's just a few far in between. Now, Rome allegedly has a second body. And that second body is some old dude from the Heights. Do I believe it? It's possible. But no one can tell me or give me an article on the shooting or who this old guy is. But it's not like I just don't believe it, you know, given the fact that he already killed before. And the other shooting was none other than Lil Debo himself. When he got shot in the back, allegedly Rome had did that shit. When you type in Lil Rome's name on YouTube, all you see is 100Ks and 200Ks and 500Ks. That's exactly how Briss videos were looking before he passed. Lil Rome basically just pulled a EBK J-Bo, or maybe even worse, because J-Bo keeps getting out. But Rome might be away for a shit ton of years, maybe even at least 10 years, guys. That's his whole career. Now, his whole career is based off him being some baby boogeyman, in a sense, because he even robbed Lil Bugs from Stars for a whole car, and Bugs is still seen with him sometimes. So people are most definitely scared of him, you know, it's not rap cap. And he also has a lot of pull and a whole shit ton of credibility, you know. All that has gotten thrown away for some bullshit robbery that probably wasn't even a real heist, you know. Now, when Rome first got locked up in a goulash gang for this bullshit, I made a post on Instagram saying, no more Ape gang. And a lot of you guys probably thought I was trolling or talking shit. But the main members of Ape gang are all facing at least 10 years.
Nigga, I dropped dub, it ain't hiccup. My was murder season, I advise you not to slip, thug, I'm one up. Hey, fully fiending, tryna flip some. Hey, field trip.
Sacramento Gang Archives here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did this video with a throbbing migraine. But, you know, we're going to keep this motherfucking boat going, no matter how big the wave. And do not mind my fucking fake-ass PSA about me retiring. I have some people out here trying to get me taken down and, you know, basically out the game. And by me doing that, their stupid asses believe me and showed their hand. Now I have a little more of an idea of who's against me. I know who's with me, you know, but I'm trying to figure out who's against me because my channel on YouTube is doing some weird shit right now, and Patreon, and it's pretty much unexplainable. SGA, I love you guys. Bear with me. Everything I do is calculated. I slowed down a little bit, but I'm about to pick it back up. I love you guys. I'm out.
Keep your head on a swivel. Don't get whacked, man. Dodge the ghost and get your cheese like you Pac-Man. But if the mission too hard, better abort or get back, man. But he didn't, so
You almost got turned into a
man. Damn, turned into a pack. Damn, to a pack. Damn, you cannot get him back. Where he at? Where he at? Damn, to a pack. You can't get him back. Damn.